we head over to Europe and South Africa.
Right.
So it's a world tour.
It is a world tour, and you still have time to be a wonderful fashion designer.
Gosh.
She's not just putting her name on this brand, she really lives it, breathes it. We'll recap again how you even got into this, but I want to give everybody a quick little mention or look at this rock star vest. So take a look at this. You're going to own this for years to come. It's that Faux Suede Fringe vest, $15 off. It's about 19¼ inches in the length, Hillary. We have extra small through 3X. You can hand wash this, even though it feels like the most unbelievable suede.
Delicate.
And it is that hand wash dry flat, so great rock and roll look that's, you don't have to baby.
Some of the things that I really got particular about with this vest is the fringe. I wanted it to be longer. I wanted there to be some drama. I'm always looking for movement in pieces, whether it's the palazzo pant, the movement in the pant, or the movement of the fringe in the vest. I love the grommet detail. I think it really hits at a really great flattering place on your waist. And this was inspired. So I grew up, both my parents I mentioned earlier are in the music business, and my mom toured a lot with opening up for other artists, and then she and my dad were both in Reba McEntire's band for a long time. And festivals growing up, when my mom would play shows, this was something that I saw then, and it's something that I see now.
Wow.
I look out into the crowd, I see girls wearing very similar. Oh, look at my mom.
Oh my gosh, your mom is absolutely gorgeous.
Everybody thinks she's my sister, y'all. I mean, my mother, I'm really begging her to come back. I'm gonna be back in October. And,
what a force.
And I'm like, Mom, do you wanna come back and model? And there's my baby sister, that's Riley.
Oh, how sweet.
She'll be 17. Oh. She might actually be backstage here in a couple minutes. They're on their way from Nashville.
How cool. So supportive, your family.
My goodness.
So warm.
Yes. And I brought my life,
beautiful.
You know, my experiences into these pieces. And so that I think is what I'm so passionate about, is being able to not only share this beautiful collection with you, but share the stories behind it.
I love that. And I love that your family supports you and they're so proud of you. I mean, who wouldn't be? She's wonderful. Let's talk about the details on the vest again. So we've got the camel, classic, beautiful, rock and roll. I mean, definitely looks like a vintage piece. Look at the blush. Isn't that just breathtaking and pretty and soft? So I like that, as you said, the best of both worlds, femininity, a little rock and roll there.
And I just want to mention, like, in the camel color, I mean, I'm a huge, you know, shopping online. I look through fashion magazines. There's an extremely high-end designer that put a vest out very, very similar to this recently, like in the past couple of seasons, that we're talking about thousands of dollars.
Oh, I believe you.
And I just think to be able to get such great value, you get to really experience and maybe get adventurous with your wardrobe. This might be a piece that might be kind of stretching you a little bit because maybe you've never ventured into a little bit more of an Americana or country, Western, if you even want to say, kind of direction. But I think it's a perfect place to start. And it's so soft, it's easy care.
I couldn't believe this was faux suede. I mean, it is so soft and yummy on the skin. And you know, you hand wash this. You just hang it up to dry. It's that easy to care for. It's $17 to get this shipped out to you on a credit card. Remember, everything in this entire 2 hours with Hillary Scott is on 4Flex or more. So jump on in, $17. This is a piece you're gonna own forever. And come on, can we talk about the black? Oh. I mean, how rock and roll is the black?
I really can't pick a favorite color. I mean, it's incredible. And you're seeing it here in such 3 special ways. You know, with the black jean, you're seeing it with the flowy palazzo pant, and then you're seeing it with shorts and a t-shirt. And I just think that each one, you know, the black obviously can go extremely dressy. Yes. You can take it to a very dressy place, and then you can throw it over a pair of cutoffs and a t-shirt, and it's just, you know, the last little piece of flair that you throw on before you leave.
And isn't it about those pieces? Because we all have the basics, right? Yes. You know, it's about these conversation pieces, these special pieces that really make us stand out from the crowd, right?
I wanted to include both of those things. You know, like the basic t-shirt, but it's special. It's got this cross front, flattering fit. But then I wanted to have the special, the pieces to overlay, the pieces that can be that last just flair, honestly, before you really, you know, leave the house.
You have such a great eye because I love even the color of the studs that you put on. You did it almost that antique
like
tone.
Yep.
Instead of doing something bright, it almost looks like you've owned this piece and cherished it for years. I love that. So look at that decorative detail. By the way, they're not scratching your skin. You know, those are all covered up on the reverse side of that.
And I'll throw it on over this camo
and
top.
you've even got the grommets with that hand fringe done for you. Really, really pretty, really sexy. And that combination that Hillary does so well, that little bit of femininity with a little bit of rock and roll.
This is another thing too. It's like even just over the cap sleeve.
So cute.
You know, it just adds, and it's one of those things. It's like looking at it on, you know, just hanging. You might think, oh, that might be too busy over the camo. You know, it might be a little too much going on. But I think it just adds. It adds an extra layer. It tucks in your waist.
Yep.
I feel like it accentuates, like,
You're right, because it cuts right at the right spot, so at that 19¼ inches. And then, of course, you've got that super long fringe. It really, really, basically, it's like pointing to your waist. It's telling the world, look at my waist.
Like, look at the most narrow, beautiful part of my body right here.
Exactly. And so 3 colors still remain, everybody. With everybody on the line, pretty much fewer than 1,000 of these. As I said, this is almost like a wonderful, special little boutique collection. It's like I walked into Hillary's store and I was able to snatch these priceless little objects. I know that America is loving this collection. You can only get it here at HSN. When you launched in April, that was 2 months ago. Already, you have so many customer picks. So that, in 2 months, it's a brand new brand at HSN. I mean, that speaks to the quality.
The feedback and the conversation we get to have, you know, with all of you who are tuning in and purchasing these pieces, it's so nice just to hear that feedback and you know, the things that you love about the way it fits. And you know, I want to say one more thing about this vest. It feels like if I were to walk into a boutique anywhere, LA, New York, there would be 3 of these available on a rack. It would be one of those selected, curated.
You're right.
There's just a few of them, you better get it then. And I just think the fact that there are so many available and that it's such a great value, such a great price point, to me, I think that's one of the biggest features and the most important things about this vest.
Yeah, it's like we get the pleasure. It's like Hillary's our stylist, because remember, they're stylists fighting to dress her for her concerts and for her tours. And think about that. I mean, it's like she's taken everything she loves and the best of that wonderful world and giving it to us in a collection that's actually affordable and easy and pretty and easy to incorporate to everything we have already. So what a hit here. $17.48, all 3 colors still available.